So I posted an Instagram poll because I wanted to film a Q&A since that was like highly requested. But yeah, I'm gonna answer a bunch of your guys' questions. She's sitting in. She might drop some dimes. I should have asked a Q&A for her too in case some girls had some questions for her, but she'll give her input on some things. Let's get into it.
Left cheek, right cheek.
Is Sid pregnant? How old are you? I'm 21 years old. I'm actually turning 22 in 6 days though. January 31st. What age did I get into clothing? I think I got into clothing in like, I'm gonna look for the photo. I think it's on my Instagram. I like asked for clothing for Christmas. It was probably like the first year I ever asked for clothing. Usually I just asked for like video games, anything like a young kid would ask for. Kai was very into clothing and then I started getting into it. I think it was like 2014 when Givenchy was like huge. Watch the Throne, Kanye and Jay-Z wearing those dog tees, Balenciaga arenas. So I asked for Christmas just clothing and I got a Givenchy tee. I'm gonna put the photo here if they have it. I got a Givenchy tee. I got these Balenciaga sneakers. But yeah, that was when I first really started getting into clothing. Those were like my first nice like designer pieces, I guess.
I don't have older siblings. I just have a younger sister, so I had no one to really like look up to. I grew up with a mom that is into clothing and she kind of taught me like all the brand names and stuff. I don't know, I feel like I wore Abercrombie from like
Me too.
Until like grade 7 maybe grade 9 I got into more like I cared what I wore to school.
Favorite item I've bought? Maybe my Capital pants. What are your other hobbies? Biggest hobbies growing up were tennis, ping pong, video games. Currently I like escape rooms, doing them with Kai and my friends. Shopping, obviously. Fortnite was at one point was an addiction. Casinos.
Gambling. Gambling's not a hobby.
Very healthy hobby. What was my favorite sneaker of the 2019 release? Yeah, I don't even remember what came out during 2019. I don't actually own them, but Kai has them. I like the Sakai waffle knits a lot. Travis one, obviously, everyone likes those. I think the Sakai's are more, I like the Sakai's better. I wish I had them, there's so much now. Why did it take you so long to start YouTube? It took me so long to start YouTube, I think, because I was editing, I was in school, obviously, so I couldn't really have, I thought I always had like good ideas, but at the time I was just like helping Kai's channel grow, and I knew a lot about YouTube, so I think that helped him grow his channel, but I didn't know like what I wanted to film, and obviously I wasn't the most comfortable in front of the camera. I still am not. I think taking a semester off from school, I decided to like really dedicate myself to it. Just traveling sort of inspired me too, since I'm in Europe. I think it's going very well, so it's just like motivating to keep creating content that people want to watch. How old is your GF and how long have you been together? My girlfriend is 14. My girlfriend is 20 years old. We've been together for almost a year in the middle of February. So expect 1 year with my girlfriend. Surprised her with a private jet. Cringe. Who's the best at ping pong? I'm definitely the best at ping pong, like not just being cocky. Like Levi's the best at tennis, I'm the best at ping pong. Are you still in Concordia? If not, why? I was in Concordia for a year. I was in there for film studies, but I liked film more. I didn't get accepted for film, and then I was just not like doing any work. Just got nothing done. It's also really cold in Montreal, which I didn't like.
Jet went to Concordia and I went to McGill the same year that he went to Concordia, and we didn't even meet when he was in Montreal. We met after he left Concordia and went back to Toronto. What's
your favorite clothing brand and car? There's no I guess like Nike, you wear so much, but there's no like one brand where I like everything that they put out.
I should ask you the questions. Favorite restaurant in Toronto?
Korean Village. I like Korean barbecue a lot. It's on Bloor.
Lee restaurant?
Yeah, my dad's place is obviously on King Street. Lee, Pho, Tien Tan on Ossington. Brony on Queen Street's also very good.
What was your worst hair phase?
The worst hair phase was long and blonde. Just leave it at that. You can see a photo.
Draco Malfoy vibes.
Yeah, Draco.
Nike Dior lows or highs?
I like both, but I just get the highs just 'cause it's more like classic, and I wear Jordan 1 highs mostly.
Have you ever considered modeling?
I did it for a bit. I just really don't like it. I obviously have no like hate towards models or anything. If you like it, you like it. I don't mind getting my picture taken. I don't mind getting my picture taken either. It's just so, my first experience with a photographer was so like fake. I just like hated it. It was so like not organic. Probably ruined it for me.
It's hard to be a model, and like every single time the camera goes off, you need to be in a different position doing a different thing, and you need to know your angles, and you need to be super confident. I feel like it's a harder job than people make it out to be. Have you ever cooked with your dad?
If anyone's from Canada, they probably remember the show Daniel Cook. I was actually on an episode. I'll put the clip in right now.
Yeah.
Do you think your son can help me decorate? Because this thing is huge.
Oh, that's Jet. That's my youngest son. And he loves sweets too.
When I first came out, I was like the shyest kid ever. I went to shake his hand with my right hand, but he puts out his left hand to shake my hand, and I was like, what the hell? And then I was like so embarrassed of it when I was younger.
Hey, Jet.
I remember Levi and Kyle used to make fun of me for it.
Are you thinking about more tattoos?
Yeah, I am. I don't want to get like completely covered, but I just like these little ones sort of.
Differences between Montreal and Toronto?
The nightlife in Montreal is like a lot better for university kids, so if you want to like party, you should go to Montreal. I think the food is a lot better in Toronto, and she goes to McGill, she could tell you too.
I'm in my 3rd year at McGill, so I'm getting kind of sick of Montreal at this point with the weather and just not being from there. I feel like I'm not French Canadian and I don't speak French, so I would say Toronto has better restaurants, better shopping. Personally, I like Toronto way more than I like Montreal.
Way colder in the winter too, that's like the worst part probably.
It's so cold and so dark and depressing. Absolute red flags for girls.
If they follow you, then unfollow you, then refollow you for attention.
Most expensive purchase?
Purchase? Well, it was a gift, but my ready-made jacket was very expensive.
What games are you currently into at the moment?
Games I'm currently playing, I play that Star Wars game just like pastime when I'm really bored.
Have you ever considered a professional tennis career?
Well, I was so young when I was playing. I'm not saying I could have went pro, but when I was playing, it was like to become pro. Like I played 5 times a week. It was like 3 hours tennis, 1 hour fitness. Do I regret quitting? I think to myself sometimes like I regret quitting, but when I'm actually playing then I don't enjoy it. Maybe if I persevered like through that phase, I would have enjoyed it sometimes, I think. I think the fact that tennis is a solo sport makes it like one of the hardest sports. I don't think it's the hardest sport, but the fact that you're out there alone, it's just like, it's all on you. Like, I'm sure team sport players probably wish it was all on them sometimes too, but it's just really hard mentally.
What type of content are you planning to put out?
I think it just comes like organically. Sometimes I'll get inspired just by like going on TikTok. I usually think of certain segments to be in a vlog for sure that I know will be entertaining. And then just sort of like will freestyle like throughout the day, like going places and seeing if it's entertaining. If it's not, I just cut it out. But that's why I don't do like everyday vlogging, because then that like is so hard. There's usually enough footage like within a week to make something entertaining.
Why don't you stream anymore?
I actually got like decent viewers when I was streaming Fortnite. Then I just started not liking the game as much and didn't play it.
When's the day in a life video coming out?
I'm gonna do a day in a life when I go back to Toronto probably, because that's like my home. Can't really do a day in a life a place I'm visiting.
When are you coming to Cali?
I'll probably visit my brothers in Los Angeles sometime soon, but it's just kind of far from Spain.
If you could wear one brand for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Technically, couldn't you go with like a safe one and just say like H&M or Zara because they have everything? Or like, I guess you could do like a higher end brand. Oh yeah, you could say like Tom Ford or something, I guess. You could say Stone Island, I guess, because it's just like low key and like they make everything. But like you couldn't wear a suit ever, I guess then. You have to think of stuff like that. Like shoes. Tell me what if you could wear one brand. You could also say Nike too, but then you couldn't really dress up. You'd have to say something that has like everything, because how would you play sports? I guess you could wear Stone Island shorts.
That's like getting technical. I think they just meant
everyday wear. I don't know, Stone Island.
Opinions on Kanye and Adidas as a brand.
I think he's like sort of lost it mentally.
In the sunken place.
I didn't like his last album, but I really liked his one before that.
I liked his last album, contrary to popular opinions.
I never listened to it. I thought I liked it at first, but I never like just played it.
It's a bit weird to listen to because if you're not religious, it just feels a bit, I don't know, taboo.
Opinions on Adidas brand. He said what he was gonna do was give everyone Yeezys, and now everyone has them, so he fulfilled his goal.
Would you leave your girl if she was more hairy than you?
Well, like, I'd just tell them the shape if I was with them, if I was comfortable enough, which I do sometimes.
Hairy. I shave every day. What do you hate and love most about Kai and Levi?
I'll do it for each of them. Hate most about Kai, always late. Love about Kai, me and Kai have a lot of the same interests, like food, video games, so. Ow! Holy fuck! What do I hate about Levi? Purposefully annoying sometimes, so he'll try to annoy me and Kai. And what I like about Levi, he's definitely very funny. He doesn't take himself too seriously.
What do you think of V-Loan?
I don't really own any of it, don't have an opinion on it. She loves it.
No comment about that. Who is the best baller out of you three?
Skill-wise, me.
What YouTubers do you edit videos for?
I edit YouTube videos for Chantal, Jeffries, Stas, Levi. I did a bit for Kai, obviously I used to. And then I will edit videos just for like random people here and there, not consistently.
Next high-end brand to pop off after Dior, for example. We were talking about this the other day. I think Louis and Dior are doing like super well right now.
I don't know what's next to pop off, like I never know that stuff, but Virgil obviously has made Louis insanely popular again.
Maybe
Burberry
Levi,
even
I
had a
guess.
bit. I feel like Loewe doesn't have enough. It doesn't have a staple like look, so like it could never pop off. People know what Louis Vuitton is with the monogram, and Gucci with the red and green. Like
Yeah.
it needs, and Burberry
I
like
don't
with its
really
print.
like it that much. Like, there's nothing I would like from that store.
Yeah, they have individual stuff that's really nice, but in order to become like insanely popular within like the hypebeast community, you need to be easily identifiable. All those high-end brands do go well at that.
This says, why didn't you tell Kai to name his dog Eevee, like the Pokemon? He named
Because I didn't think of that. Like what?
favorite movie.
I spoke about this in my next vlog, but the best movie I've seen recently, and like I don't even know how long I can remember, is Parasite. I'm not even gonna explain it, you just have to watch it. Except the only thing, well, like I feel like it makes it better that it's only in Korean, but it's subtitles.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Cinderella Man.
Boring.
Favorite artist.
My favorite rapper, even before Levi and Kai knew him and like my family did business with him and stuff, was Drake. Well, before Drake, it was Lil Wayne, and then Kai like showed me this artist when Lil Wayne had Young Money. Drake obviously was coming out. Like I guess all time, I guess I'm so young, I'm gonna get hate for this, but like second is probably maybe Travis, but maybe probably Kanye, just because he has more like music. Then Travis Scott probably, maybe Future or Young Thug, something like that.
Can you dunk?
Yeah, I can. Whenever I post a video of me dunking, everyone's like, Net's lowered, Net's lowered.
Why is your girlfriend so pretty?
Thank her parents. Shout out Anthony and Dawn. How do I make money? I was a student, so I didn't really have a job. I'd worked in my dad's kitchen, I think 2 years. I was editing YouTube videos for Kai. I never had a job though, I was just a student. I just had like little jobs. I don't have like a career. I'm gonna do a rapid fire segment right now. Look up rapid fire questions.
If you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
Dog, I guess.
Who's your favorite superhero and why?
Batman, because I like the video games.
What is the worst place you could get stuck?
In the washing machine. For those who know.
What is the thing you're most afraid of?
Snakes.
One thing you've always wanted to do.
I always wanted to play hide and go seek in IKEA with like 50 people.
What is the first thing you notice about the opposite sex?
First thing, the most important thing to a girl about me is like their face. I don't know.
Titties. First thing I notice about a guy is their height and then probably their teeth. What was your favorite book growing up?
Hunger Games. Barely read, honestly.
What is the lowest grade you have ever been given?
Lowest grade I ever got on a test was 1 out of 20. And it was 5, was that 5%, right? Yeah. It was a test on Animal Farm in grade 7, the book, and I didn't read it at all. And I was like always playing tennis and just missed so much school. And the test was insanely hard.
Excuses.
The highest mark someone got was 14. Last 3 questions.
Are you single?
Yes.
Any pet peeves?
When I hold the door for people and they don't say thank you, it triggers me. I feel like because I went to school, that was like such a big deal. As like preppy as that is. When I'm eating with my friends at a nice restaurant, and because we're young, they like, just treat us like shit. It's so annoying. I think it's like that's like the way I'm most discriminated against, just being young. Ageism.
One crazy story.
I went to the Dark Knight Rises premiere in Colorado, and I went to the midnight premiere, and I was 30 minutes away from that crazy shooting that happened. This isn't my favorite type of video to make because I prefer it to be more entertaining, but I think it gives more of an insight into who I am. I never expected my channel to do this well right from the start, so thank you for that. Thank you so much for 15,000 subscribers as well. Sundays at 6. I don't know if I'll post 2 videos this week, but I might. Turn on post notifications so you get notifications when I post a new video. And thank you so much. Peace.
Nigga toting the rod, you a nigga fishing, young nigga